think that's really gonna come to hit next week?
Maybe.
Be like acid, little acid tabs, huh?
Some. No, she just writes on it afterwards and she didn't overspray it. It'll be alright.
How much you gotta eat? Yeah, I don't know, man.
It just depends on what to put on it.
It tastes like perfume, too.
Yeah.
Apparently, there's a fluoroscope of some sort under which inmate male is inspected. You know, they smell perfume, they see a spray, they fold it up and deliver it to the inmate. I was assured that I could give the signal and they would pluck me out of there. This is the cavalry? A couple of frickin' frack, Tweedledee, Tweedledum chuckle nuts. This is my backup? Shoulder's killing me. See how that works?
101, Thomas.
They bring me a handwritten note that says, call me. Now I have 60 killers looking at me going, what the hell just happened? This is jail. They don't bring you notes.
Hello?
Hey, Steve. Hey,
Yeah.
Steve.
Yeah, I'm here.
How you doing? What's going on? Tell me.
In about 10 minutes before I blow this up and shut this whole party down. All right? The whole signal thing, you know? We'll be right in. We'll take care of you.
So, we saw you give a signal. That's why we sent in. The guys at the checked in that everything was okay and got the impression that things were okay in there based on your reaction. Let me.
No, I'm talking. I'm giving this about 10 minutes before I stand up in the middle of the table in the middle of the room and let the whole jail know what's going on. I know where the dope's coming from. I know everything. All right? It's about to get ugly as a here. I'll see you shortly.
In the event there was an issue, if I felt threatened, am I supposed to spend 60 days hoping you guys show up at some point?
101, Thomas.
Yeah, actually, hey, girl, let me put you
Time
on.
is it?
Okay, carry on.
Yes, sir.
The door popped and they called my name. And I'm thinking, this is finally gonna happen. We're walking down this hallway, thinking I'm going to an interview. And I look up and I'm at intake. I'm like, what are we doing here? And he's like, Chief says you gotta go.
Steve's antics will not be tolerated. The stakes are just too high. I cannot take any chances with not only his safety, but especially jeopardizing the safety of the other participants and this entire program. So there's no way he can come back into our facility after making a threat like that.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, just he's gonna have to do that release for him.
He's a cop, dude.
Wow, don't tell me that.
Yeah, that dude was kind of funny stuff, bro, if you ask me. That's all good, he's gone now. Maybe he knew he couldn't infiltrate, dude.
Well, this guy, when they poop, they don't know how to do it. They want to put paper towels in there.
Yeah, you can't poop it because it clogs it up.
I just want a toilet that flushes.
I catch you again throwing paper towels in there.
Man, we're gonna throw you in there.
The toilet's been messed up for over a month, but they ignore it. Over and over. 4 guards, 2 shifts.
Right now.
We need a plunger for 102.
Plunger?
You're not gonna have grown men in here smelling each other's feces. It's not right. A plunger. No, fix it. Fix the problem.
Bring it right back out.
Thank you.
Thank you. No, you needed it, right?
Yeah.
What the heck?
A lot of stuff is happening in this jail, you know? COs getting beat up, stuff like that. But the most craziest thing, like, kind of scary, is that this facility is built on Indian burial grounds. So it's haunted.
What is it? Something grabbing you? Swear to God, it was like somebody was just running their hands right to my hair.
Oh, hell no. Crazy.
We would hear somebody run up the stairs. I'm like, what the f? Hear a toilet flush sometimes.
That crazy.
It might sound crazy. I think I got violated by a ghost.
There's a lot of evil demonic spirits in this place. Like, I don't know. That's why I be like, I need to go home.
When I was in prison, around age of 18, I started with the Latin Kings, and I was the enforcer. So pretty much, whether it was a violation or a green light, my role was to enforce it. And here I am, the enforcer for the Chicanos on 100. I'm in the top ranks of the top gang, but it's hard to have that power. Robert came in the unit, and when a Chicano comes into the pod, I gotta let him know, yeah, you know, you have to follow your race, your people, and the rules. Started talking to him and greeting him. That's when you really find out who that person really is, you know? What you stole, steaks? Good meat? Like what?
More than $600, they said?
What?
Damn.
I feel bad for him because even if it was a necessity of money or where his background, where he's come from, even though you're a criminal and you committed a crime, you're not a bad person.
Okay, now another soda's missing.
Nah.
I swear to God, another soda's missing.
Someone stole 2 sodas, one day from Tyrus, and then another one.
Who been in here? I haven't been in here all day. Another soda's missing.
As a matter of fact,
He been in here the whole time, right? I checked before I left here. Who been in here?
If someone steals from me and they get caught, if it's my race, I'm gonna have a meeting with the rest of my people, and we're gonna handle it in a certain way, and he's probably gonna have to go to another pod.
No, I can't let this happen twice. I ain't let this happen twice.
And if it's somebody else's race, they be forced to handle it, or if they don't take care of it to the way I like it, then me and my people and their people gonna have an issue. It'd be a race riot because you're harboring Thief.
Nobody's been here but one person.
Who that? This dude?
That's it.
Being the enforcer in the pot, I might have to take control of the situation.
Something was stolen from you yesterday. Now they have it again.
I didn't know about that.
Yeah, él le robaron la soda ayer. I'm not playing that, man. I've been checking it because I know they're gonna steal again because they ain't get caught. I've been watching the movie all the time.
Since I've been here, I've established enforcer role in my own race. So I had to, you know, do what I had to do.
You got a sickness or no, bro?
No. Whose cup were you drinking yesterday?
Yeah.
You gotta go, bro. You gotta go. Yo odio al pillo. Yo odio al pillo. No me gusta. El pillo es un cobarde. Eso es una cosa de cobarde.
Robert.
If you steal from me, my man, I don't care anybody in here. I'm doing you dirty. Listen, let me rephrase that for you. Let me rephrase it. I'm gonna beat the out of you, okay? And I wanna jaw you and drop you. I don't give a what any of them say. I'm a man. If you steal from me, I'm gonna beat the living Indian out of you. Did you steal from him? Did you steal from him? And stop lying, bro.
I was the one that had to put the pressure on Robert because nobody else could put fear in him to say the truth.
We'll pay the debt off, bro.
Stop.
All right, there you go. That's it, man. That's it.
Sorry.
Don't do it again, bro. I know it was you, bro.
Just don't do it again, man. You don't gotta steal nothing here, man.
All right, man.
It's not.
Because I don't have anything.
I know.
Yeah, but we feed you at the table,
Look,
bro. Don't let nothing else be missing from you. You might have a sickness, please. You got like an urge, or I don't know, what is it? A sickness or something? Like,
Probably.
it is, man, it is.
He's wrong for stealing. And of course he got rolled out.
Yeah, man, don't do that, bro.
And they're outside. I'm with Chaplin. But in here, I'm the enforcer. Tyrus, he leads the Kingpos. He leads the blacks. He's a hustler, and he's doing what he does. You know, he has a little store.
You know, I just be having so much commissary, so I just make a slight transaction with people who eat they commissary so quick. I'm like, I'm gonna give you this, and I just want 2 back.
Let me see what you got left for you.
Come on. Come on, do something.
Me and Billy like to call Louisiana the extortion specialist, because he'll do everything 2 for 1. So basically, it's like you getting a payday loan for $100, and you got to pay back $200.
Let me get 3 of these back Saturday.
When it comes to my money, I don't see colors, I see green.
You wanna know something more about me? Yeah.
Is this thing in cha-ching? Money signs.
What, really? I'm not doing that. Can we not do this right now? I passed one job. Dub with. And I was happy as all of them are close friends to me, but really it's like that one friend that you like vibe with.
With Prince, we connect on a different level.
You want that toast too? Hit it with your foot. I realized I literally shared a moment of pure joy and laughter with somebody. Towards the end, it's gonna be a bittersweet moment because I was blessed to be connected with Willie, and I want the best for him.
Talk to me about, like, what can be used to actually, make things?
You can make all kinds of stuff, it just depends what you can think and what you create, just make something up. But that's what it is, you can create some stuff in here.
Yeah, we make dice out of toilet paper. Yeah. We make dice, square them out.
We only allow half a pencil, but we usually put a whole pencil, 2 pencils together to make a whole one. That's 2 pencils in one with paper, with toothpaste put together.
So you take extra string, paper, and you make you a grit for the pen. We improvise and we make a pen out of it, which resembles like a shank, but it's not a shank. It's for us to write. It's improvising. Little things like that that matter in here.
I'm ready to get the out of there. I'm sick of my mission. You know, find the big drug people. Did that. I'm done with following the rules. Dillon is more of a hipster, grew up in a black neighborhood type white boy, you know what I mean? Just cool as. He vibe better with the black culture. One of the rules of jail is the woods do not eat with kinfolk, which are African Americans. Man, listen, I don't give a f about no politics.
The rules, you know what I'm saying? Like, do you want to sit at the table? Honestly, bro, the choice is totally up to you.
He's running one race and then moves on and jumps to another race. You can't do that.
David welcomed Dillon with open arms into their group. Josh wanted me to talk with Dillon as a person that holds a position of authority. Dillon, he doesn't want to get wrapped up in the racist stuff. You have to stay with your race. That's how it is. So I don't understand why David kind of encouraged the situation.
I've been asked to choose sides. Have you? Yeah, because Josh wants me to eat with either folks or white people. Oh, Prince.
Wait to go back up.
Prince. What's up, bro? Josh told me to make a choice between Wood and
Today?
And he told Mark, he gave the message to Mark to give to me.
To Mark?
Yeah, because Mark's the preacher man and the moderation.
He's not comfortable with white folk. What's your decision? What are you gonna do?
I can tell Josh real quick and then Josh in here.
I'm going out. Dillon, I'm out. Dillon?
Alright, this is basically this guy. He wants to run kinfolk because he's more black than white, technically.
Yeah, which of the other? You off, dude. Why would you kill you?
Dillon said he's going over to kinfolk.
It seems like David doesn't care.
Which one was you in before you came here? You was a G, I know you was a G. 100. You was in what? Yeah. My homie over there.
I got into it with him.
Real?
Yep.
He from New York.
Yeah. I got into it with him.
Real? Why?
Over haircut, bro.
What?
You told Bishaw that Abner is your boy.
Yeah.
Does that compromise your Abner's cover story? Were you able to explain to Bishaw how you would have known Abner or that Abner could have been your boy?
It's easy. I just say I know him from back in the day. We from the East Coast. He's not gonna question nothing I say. Nobody in this pot will question nothing I say.
Shaw! Where's Shaw?
Bishaw?
Shaw, right? Come on down!
You really moving for real? Bishaw's leaving is weird because his whole demeanor had changed. So I could tell that he basically didn't like what was going on. Ratchet is like on my A++ list of DO. I'm thinking in my head like if he only knew like I'm a sergeant, I'm on a SWAT team, I'm a FTO. I done did it all, man. So it's like he doesn't know that course, but like wish I could just say something to him. I'm gonna holler at you in a minute when you get a chance on some one-on-one. Just let me know when you're free. I'm free now, man. I don't wanna talk around these.
So Bratcher pulled David out. I don't know what they spoke about.
What I need to know is, if we put you back in, that we can trust you.
I know the truth. I know what actually happened. Everybody can't handle the truth. Everybody don't deserve the truth. It's my decision.
You're gone for a long time, bud.
Did you at any point during that conversation reveal who you are for real?
No, not necessarily.
Because that's the word amongst the DOs, that we got a cop in there. We just can't take that chance. The last thing we want is to turn the inmates on us. So today you're gonna get released.
Prince! Prince!
I was awakened by Prince, they want you. As I walked out the door, I started to realize, like, okay, is this good? Is this bad? I don't know.
We heard that you talked to some DOs.
No, not like that. Not about anything with the production.
I mean, we got the story like, he told me the names of the other people, he gave me his name, and this dude's a cop.
I didn't do it to throw anything under the bus or throw the whole production out there in the window.
The thing is it got him freaked out. Those little conversations put a lot of things in motion. I don't know what we're gonna do with Mark, because all it takes is 2 DOs to start talking and another inmate hears it, boom. So today you're gonna get released. As good of a job as David was doing, I just can't risk the safety of the other participants or my staff. We have no other choice but to pull David from the program.
Now that David is gone, something's getting ready to pop off.
The woods on the yard are gonna f you off, dude.
David welcomed Dillon with open arms into their group, but I don't know that he understood the ramifications of what he was doing. There's been an order from the people in charge of the White House. Apparently, Dillon is a target.
That's not just a smash. Yeah, it's a life situation. Yeah.
It's not some small hit. It's frickin' beat the crap out of him until he's got to be taken out by life flight. I really fear for Dillon's safety. And I'm also worried about the whole pod, because you don't know if it's gonna be a one-on-one fight or if it's gonna turn out to be an all-out war.
I never stop someone from scaring himself.
Ratchet is with the whites and is stirring up a bunch of hatred towards Dillon.
If he wants to say something to me, he call, say it.
David knew Dillon was breaking the rules. He said that nothing would happen to him. Now that David is gone, it's chaos.
When do you ever see Ratchet with socks and his pants kind of rolled up? Never. That's a battle stance right there.
If you look at what Ratchet's wearing, he's preparing. If Dillon gets life flighted for running kinfolk, it's gonna happen in the Thunderdome, because that's where the security cameras have limited visibility.
You approach him using your line, not a gazelle. Am I right? That's up. Really walk to the side.
I'm worried for Dillon. Yeah, there goes Ratchet. Dillon could very well lose his life.
You trying to flex on me, dog? Kill it! Hey, police, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, police! Kill it, police! Get the shirt on. Everybody lock down! Lock down!
they attacked Dillon because if you go against your race, you're gonna get punishment.
Oh, he did get. He does have blood on the top of his.
So it just shows the pod is only getting more and more dangerous.
Look good for the camera.
Hey, B-Shaw's here, dog.
So B-Shaw came back to the 100. That made me nervous because he knows that I know David, and it's dangerous. I just want to talk to him and see what he knows. B-Shaw confirmed that David knows me. What are you stupid? I don't know you. You're a kinfolk. You're undercover. You just blatantly snitched on me. I can't believe it, you know? David was a cop. Like, there's no excuse.
Huh? It's following me. I know. You gotta wait.
I could feel the shift, the tension in the place. I saw Billy standing in front of my cell, signing to the other side. And I know sign language. And I'm watching the letters he's using. He's waiting for confirmation, and it's not his people because he didn't say would. He said sí, Chicano. They're waiting for the green light. And I'm not stupid. I've been doing this for years. So it was like, it was not good. He was targeting me. When something serious like this happens, it's almost like a trophy. You know, we got the snitch. I had to sleep with one eye open because I didn't want when someone went by to attack me. So before that even happens, you know, it's like, I'm going to home. So this morning, I raised a distress signal, and when I walked out of my cell and saw the other inmates already up, and they're usually not up, that was the confirmation, Doc. Once I stepped out that cell, it's on. You know, so it's like they're just waiting for the signal to attack.
So that mad dog right there.
Immediately, I knew when they were sign languaging that it was time. So I was cautious to be by the door and making sure that I could see the mirror and whoever comes behind me.
Cruise 103. Cruise. Visit. Abner.
And they saw it in 2015 and finally.
Man, boy.
And so,
wow. I tried my best. Man, it was dangerous. And last night, it was God saying, you're done. I'm a man at the end of the day, and I did this like a man. And I'ma stand on my ground how I did 60 days in. David was the one that blew my cover.
Yeah.
Full blown it. Like, are you stupid?
Yeah.
You deliberately did what you did.
When you were listening to Mark talk about you, do you think that was a fair characterization where he's basically saying, look, he's putting Dillon at risk here. He's putting him in danger.
Negative, of course not. Because had he known the whole entire situation, he would never said that. It just looked like that based off of what his head was telling him. You get what I'm saying?
I wouldn't say what my head was telling me. I would say the race was telling me.
Well, I mean, they going by the
I
head,
was
though.
being told on my end, he's going to be jumped if he pledges to you guys. And there was communication actually going to the yards. And when I say yards, I mean prison. And it came back that they were to life flight him out, you know?
This was one of a few incidents where David actually thinks he's bigger than what's going on. He thinks he can, like, do his thing. And when he did that, someone had to pay the price for David bringing him in.
Which seems to be a revolving theme around David.
Well, I didn't really bring him in. That's the thing. See, that's why we're here, to clear the air.
rules.
No, because I'm a secondary. I got a head above me. Am I correct?
Yeah,
I didn't call that shot.
I think you had more influence than you realized, and you could influence him to, hey man, we can hang out and stuff, but you gotta follow the rules to an extent so you don't get beat down.
Now, David, you quickly earned the trust of the inmates in your pod, but one choice you made had a direct impact on one of the other participants, putting him at risk.
Which one was you in before you came? You was in G. I know you was in G. One. You was in one? Yeah. My homie over there. I think he might run with Chicago.
They Puerto Rican?
Yeah. I thought he took with him.
You told Bishaw that Abner is your boy.
Yeah.
Does that compromise your Abner's cover story?
The footage speaks for itself, but my thing is, what were your intentions?
Honestly, and this is being honest, no malicious intent. I literally lost sight of myself. I literally was thinking, you know, that's my homeboy, we both from the, and I remember saying, like, we both from the East Coast. I know he woo. For that, I apologize, because I really wasn't. That was just a mental lapse, and you know what I'm saying? If you think about it, look how I'm saying it. I'm saying it like it's okay, like it's cool. I'm not saying it like, yo, go him up. You know what I'm saying? He did it. I was just talking in general, you feel me? But
I understand that your intention was not malicious, but that's the difference between me and you. I've been there.
Talk about the threat that you felt.
When I read the sign language, it was Chicano, green light, program, snitch, confirmation. And one of the letters he used was SK, you know, like saying shank. And I was like, they're waiting for a shank to come from the other side. I'm not here for that.
I literally was just talking, I got lost in that. Though.
Well, and
and
one of the things that you struggled with is the more power you got, the less things mattered to you.
Right.
And you can see it in your face there. You're like,
it's true.
Whatever.
Can you understand why Abner was so upset and angry?
I would never question it. You're correct to be upset at me.
Yeah.
There couldn't have been a worse person to say it to. Bishaw was like,
anybody else I could have pretty much covered. If you told a Chicano.
And then you had problems with him. I didn't know until he confirmed it was you.
Yeah.
And that's why we were all talking, because he brought up he had a little squabble. I'm like, well, ooh, you know, I'm like, oh man, what?
But you do take responsibility.
For sure. No question about it.
For what you did and what happened.
Yes.
Do you forgive him now that you...
Oh, of course. Not only as a Christian, but I know his caliber, and that's not him. I know it was in malice, but it's like, here I am, I'm like, man, he's gotta know some street smart, but then again, I'm like, oh, he's in law enforcement. He's in the streets. He's in the streets.
No.
But he's the good guy. He's not the bad guy.